handshaking, too much land taking, too much manipulating. Too much you can, but you shaking. Too much of a friend, yet you stuck for nothing. Complain too much instigating, too much insinuating. You too much of an agent. Celebrities too, heavenly bodies got you stargazing. Dilated peoples, stark amazement. Top chart chasing, your heart racing. Spellbound, too much dark sayings. Am I? Sharing too much in my paint can graffiti art. Spraying too much to spark in the dark basement day. Breaking too much, these mobs operate. Too much ego, way too much for me, yo. Not with all the fake check-ins. Either you from the soil or you're not. And if this ain't even a half. Displace you engine, replace you engine, erase you through paper. Genocide engine, land session agreements, a fake space. Few engine change days to purposely misplace you engine. X shouted, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man engine. In fact, you black, you that person in all caps on them contracts. Legal fiction, non-living show. Damn engine, how long will you let them debase you, deface you? Engine, no one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you, engine. They intend to continue to rape and enslave you, bound to a remix of religion. A graven image and reset the same station. They played you, engine, and say unseen hand. You just wait, can't slay you, engine. But it's the return of the ancient ones. We back. Hold fast, let me get that. Now lift that, gift wrap, not rhetoric. Chit chat, shit back, go back and forth. On platforms for an itch or scratch. Rich that for a Kit Kat or a Big Mac. Temporary conshipment that don't kiss back. Shit swag, we hit and get our shit back. Restoration of what was overthrown. American engines, old organic gold that provolone. Home alone, all foreigners gone. Shafati, shoot, Hebrew, Muslim, Mason, Moorish, cornerstone. Fraternal orders of harsh Rome. You've no substantial foundation, flow on the zone. Bottomless pit up, broken promises. Home through landlines or cordless phones. Lines like ley lines, aligned with constellations. Rocks cry out till the land, till the sword is gone and corn is grown. The war is on. Our words wrong. Sure. With all forms off the land. It includes all you corporations, all you different nationalities. Anything that isn't American engine, you need to get the fuck off. We ain't playing this time. We understand exactly what y'all motherfuckers do. I'll kick you up. Indigenous resistance. Warrior spirit. TRU Island. This is for my peoples. Strong. Too much debate, too much hating, too much faking, too much grand staging, too much handshaking, too much land taking, too much manipulating. Too much you can, but you shaking. Too much of a friend, yet you stuck for nothing. Complain too much instigating, too much insinuating. You too much of an agent. Celebrities too, heavenly bodies got you stargazing. Dilated peoples, stark amazement. Top chart chasing, your heart racing. Spellbound, too much dark sayings. Am I? Sharing too much in my paint can graffiti art. Spraying too much to spark in the dark basement day. Breaking too much, these mobs operate. Too much ego, way too much for me, yo. Not with all the fake check-ins. Either you from the soil or you're not. session agreements, a fake space. Few engine change days to purposely misplace you. Engine ain't shouting, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man. Engine, in fact, you black. You that person in all caps on them contracts. Legal fiction, non-living show. Damn, engine, how long will you let them debase you, deface you? Oh, man, engine, no one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you, engine. They intend to continue to rape and enslave you, bound to a remix of religion. Engraving emissaries at the same station. They made you engine the same unseen hand. You just make case slay you, engine. But it's the return of the ancient ones. Oh, we back. Oh, everything they own. Oh.
Hey, baby. John, I was trying to call your ass. I see you uploaded a video. Next time, man. Brandon Simpson. What's up, baby? What's up? It's still sore. It feels better, but God, it takes my breath away. I didn't walk this morning. I walked last night. I should be out there walking right now because it does help the healing. But man, I tore some muscles. I tore some muscles for real, bro. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, oh shit, it's a small little bruise. So that means I really tore some muscles. Like, I was like, damn, I was doing chin-ups and pull-ups, and I was like, pulling real hard, and I hadn't done them in a while. So, you have quick twitch, they say, that's what they say. But you have underlying muscles, like smaller ones, and tie under the bigger ones. So I was working the big ones, but the small ones weren't warmed up. So with the small muscles not being warmed up, and you learn this when you're working out, and if you're bodybuilders or this or another, that's the reason why they take a lot of steroids, Anavar, this, that, Dynabol, all that shit, right? Because it causes it to heal faster, but it hardens and thickens the heart walls. But I'm not on that, so I should have warmed up a lot more at this so-called age with what's been done. Because I mean, you're supposed to be able to do this at 80, 100 years old. And there's Chinese, there's people in Jamaica who are like 70, 80 years old showing you, how you should be. But where I'm at, there's a lot of radiation here. And things play a part in the air, like rainwater. If you catch it, you see it's kind of dark because the poisons, So I should have warmed up a lot more. Now it's best to get like a good little 5 or 10 minute cardio, a couple push-ups, some planks, and that way you warm that stuff up. So when you do like chin-ups, pull-ups and stuff, you don't get the injury. Me, out of bed, didn't walk. I just said, "Yo, I'm gonna lift some weights." Just like cold, you know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to respond, act and respond, waking up out of bed and be able to move. But a lot of injuries happen because, like I said, especially when you had damage. And me just doing those chin-ups and pull-ups and doing them aggravated and then doing the push-ups, now I just do 30, like sets of 30. Like, it don't matter how many sets, but if it's 1, 10, like 30, I might be going down the stairs and like put my feet up at the top of the steps, put my hands down at the bottom, because I'll put the black tape and a wrap around my wrist, and I'll do push-ups elevated like this, like 30. Then I gotta find out how to get my feet under without cramping, because I'm flexible, and then get down, and then when I get downstairs, like I'll do another 30 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like that just, and then and this is the foolish part. After I felt that I might have did something, I don't know if it was my 3rd or 4th set, I went ahead and started doing flutter kick. Fish, like they call them sharks, where you lay on your stomach and you lift up and you do it for like a minute or 30 seconds. And I was feeling the pain, and I just kept going. And then later on that night when I went to bed, I was like, Well, I wasn't making no sounds. I was like, oh, and that's why I tell y'all when I took that cold shower and stuff, I put that little bag of ice I had in the water and whoop, it got in there. It felt so much better, but it's still. It feels better. Yesterday it felt much better when the teacher left, when Shane came to pick her up, and then I climbed into bed. I was good. Then I had my little favorite ice cream, and you know the sugar is not an answer. So I felt, and even though I went to bed early, I woke up at around 3 o'clock, and I turned, and it hit me. Bam! Like a reminder. Oh, you lay on your back. You get on your back. What I tell you, my body was telling me. And I knew it. And I was like, oh! So I laid on my back and I was like, I should go get the dumbbells and do some in the bed. Some 15-pound dumbbells and just do a whole bunch of flies until I go to sleep. And I ain't gonna get nothing. I was back to sleep before you know it. And then I woke up like an hour later and I was like, you know what? She's not coming today. She's off. We was thinking about going to Flagstaff. I don't think I'm going. And I was like, you know what? Oh, this is a good pulled muscle event. And I was like, because it takes your breath. And also, when you're healing, depending on, like, I don't use a lot of crap, y'all. Now, back when I was powerlifting, we had Joe Weider, the amino acids and, creatine and all this garbage. And it pulls a lot of water in, so it feels like you healed, but you didn't heal. And then just continue to tear. But when you're younger, like your 20s, your body recovers quicker. At least ours did. But now I'm like, so I don't rob myself. I just sit there and go, okay. And I twist sideways. I'm like, I don't feel nothing. But if I sit back and, if I bend forward, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then, you know me, I go to the anatomical chart looking at the muscles. And then I go to the live tissue, the guy who was plasticizing muscles and stuff, and I go and look at the muscles and I see right where it's at, and I'm like, no wonder it hurts that way. And so I'm just like, okay, it'll be healed by tomorrow at least, you know what I mean? Because of my diet. But I'm not, somebody asked me, so I'm gonna let y'all hear this frequency again, all right? And I'm gonna change a few, but I was like, I didn't play frequencies last night, and the other night I took them off early, which it helps. It does help. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. So it's like right there, I can feel it. My breath is deep, but the body responds in a miraculous way when it wants you to chill, so it can repair. So.
Either you're from the soil or you're not.
I'm just gonna play this. I was over and I see what Facebook, what the algorithm, the machine is doing. I see exactly, and I was laughing when I saw it. And I'm gonna speak on that first. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and get into it right now because I gotta go and get him another bag of food just to have it, because hopefully by the end of this month coming up, I'm out of here. Before that, Simone T got his truck running better, his brake pads changed, so I'm expecting him, whatever he does, come here. He come here, stay right here, could be another room, it doesn't matter, and then we get this stuff sold and we get on the road and make it our way down to Ganges. It's just no way out of it. But other than that, the thing with the frequency, and I'm gonna hook it up in a minute, is I chose not to, because the body is capable of tuning into these frequencies. That's why they were aware in 1939 to create that 440 context, because they knew that it could disrupt stuff. Now, they didn't do this on their own. I know a lot of you have been listening to Bill Carson and all these other individuals, hundreds if not thousands. The reality is, and that's why I don't want y'all to legate and be stuck on it. I know that if these things showed up, well, they look like you, but there's a lot of difference, and there's a lot of stories behind them. Myths, legends, ideas, this, that, and other, besides the stuff that I was reading to y'all in the precept of when I created this YouTube channel. We'll get back into those readings, because I find it is it's paramount, but it's predictive programming too. I know that if these things showed up, most of y'all would shit your pants, and you would probably give up the ghost. All right, now I'm gonna hook the frequency up and let you hear this. Let's see if I can turn it down. And then I'll put a couple of variations because there's some new people in here who was like, what's that thing with the frequency, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is not the speaker I want. I was working on building one. And I don't know. I'll finish it when I get down there with ganja. But this is 7.83 hertz. Now, this one's a little different. Okay. That's 808. But see, in the bass line, now imagine that coming through real low, right? Because everybody thinks it's about loudness. Now imagine you hitting the snares, right? And then you hit the bass. You're hitting all the lower, the skins. Now imagine this incorporated in that. Doom, 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 doom. Like right now, I feel a fog coming on, like a fog. But it's a little more different than that. You gotta remember, I'm using subpar stuff. Okay, JBL4, JBL4 woofer. All right, and then this one, that's 808. This one is the one I dislike. Who remembers watching TV and waking up, and you have that little circle with the different colors, and the program's ended, and this is what you hear. That's disruptive. That they put on, and it's also coming out. However they do it, for those of you who know how to synthesize music, it's coming out in the music, in the TV. It's the same thing like manipulating the pixels in the TV with light, whether it's subliminal, which messes with everything in here, that messes with your cortex, that disrupts your body. That's right here. This is 440 hertz, 10 hertz. So what does it do? It disrupts your balance, right? There's more to it than that, but you can also change this variation. This is the stuff that is so subtle. Now, if you hear a bell, bong, and it reverberates throughout the atmosphere, they had to get rid of that. How is that we could figure these things out to stop the intrusions of what's here now? Why is it that they just don't start fighting and destroying? Because most people, they need further division. Are y'all paying attention? They need further division. They're aware that most people, most individuals cannot make a choice. And that is to that is not to your discretion. That is to theirs. And most of you actually believe, that means the lack of knowledge of knowing, in what you're doing. You stand steadfast in your predicament as if you really know, as if it's some kind of form of entitlement when you are actually living out a lie. I'm not going to keep saying this because it's not for me to change what they've done or they're doing. I'm only out for the handful who really get it. Most people still get bothered when they believe that something's intrusive when somebody's saying something to correct them. Not everybody's actually saying it for the benefit. Most people are saying it on their fake intrepidness of their fake ego and everything else. When people want to argue, I was just on Facebook just messing with everybody, trolling and saying stuff because I see Sandy Cowan's talking about, oh, like Kamala Harris, I'm standing with her. See, first of all, any of the Pelicans I went to school with, if you come over to watch this, if you stand by any of this government, not only you subpar, you are also a racist, dynamically hidden from you. The truth is an absurdity, regardless of how your niceties or how you come across. That's for the Pelicans. And for the melanated, there's a couple of brothers who's trying to chat, want to come in my DMs. Don't come in my DMs with that, like you know what you're talking about. I don't care nothing about where you're at. See, this is where they make the mistake. But I'm also aware that in certain places, in order for the people that make the choices and do this, look at the Negroes in North that went there to assassinate in Harlem, you know, Malcolm. You think that was just a natural occurrence because the feds desired it and they were able to sit there and say, we're going to promise you this? Anybody willing to give up, to sacrifice or put somebody in another position, that shows that you are not who you think you are. Oh man, I'm back. So there's many different frequencies. And this right here is, like I said, it's subpar, but it does enough for me. I know how to type in what needs to be done. I know how to put it, how loud and how quiet to put it so that I can get more benefit from it. You can't play the frequencies real loud. It's not how it works. See, we always think that loud is the answer. That's why people rah, rah, rah. And it's not the answer. When I'm doing it, I'm acting. Some of you, in your conviction, you believe or think without knowing, right? Believe and not really thinking. You're not processing it based on what I've expressed to you, because to y'all, everybody's a liar because you're a liar as well. So if you can't free yourself, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're going to tell a lie, I'm not saying be unrighteous, but the lie for the benefit of others, then you're no good. But if you're lying just to keep yourself subjugated in a position that has no thing to allow you to sin, then you're at fault. It's nobody else. So you have to know at what level. Oratorially, we don't need loud. It's unnecessary. How many of y'all have been around organs and you hear it's playing out, but then if you walk in the back, it sounds majestic and beautiful, right? Because why? The space, the curvature. Now, if you're in those little square little things, and what are they usually playing? They're not playing organ. They're playing an old raggedy ass piano. Right? Didn't we create the one that played electric? Well, we created a lot. Anyway, regardless of that, people have a hard time assimilating and seeing it for what it is because they don't have no real way to correspond or retrospect that gives them some kind of deliverance. You know, it's what everybody goes with. What's the commonality of everybody moves? We had this sister, a wonderful, beautiful sister, Shauna Anderson, and her son. She had finally gotten away from this worthless little bastard of an individual. Thank you, Sienna Miss Smith. She had got away from this bastard who owned a little nightclub, whatever. But he was doing, a lot of people in these liberal cities, a lot of buses, they do a lot of underhanded stuff. They mess with people, they owe people money. Well, anyway, when you're driven like that and you're probably hiding doing drugs or you're probably drinking or you know that you've just messed up and you just want to give up and you don't care, because who with a business supposedly is going to let that go? I let any woman go if I got my business and I'm running and I can have any woman I want, right? That's what we think. There's no balance to that. That's just the perversion of life. So when she went home, I guess to pick something up, or I think he wanted to talk to her, he kills the son in front of her and then takes her life and then turns around and takes his own life. What a piece of shit. And he wasn't even from where we're from. See, this is what I'm talking about. Jealousy, animosity, hate, and everything else. And what is that based upon? Everybody is under, and I you know how I feel about the word spell and witchcraft and magic and all that. But in the benign of things, you know what? Like the tumor it is, let's allow it to mean what you think it means, which is beyond the scope of what it actually means. There's a spell over everyone. It's based on the frequencies and the harmonic, the distribution of everything. And it's got everybody messed up. Right now, homosexuality and lesbianism is at an all-time and a high beyond the scope of what you can even imagine. I mean, there's ex-army guys I know and military. You got to remember the first sex change was this Jewish peckerwood, 1950s, right? The first sex change, well, it wasn't the original one because if y'all don't know it, it was always going on in Germany, and Hitler despised it, and so did Goebbels and a whole lot of them, regardless of what you think or know, because that was one of his things that pushed him over the limit. Hitler could not, he detested it, even on the battlefield with certain individuals feeling like everyone died, sitting there sucking each other off and butt fucking each other. This is a fact, okay? Vietnam has its stories too, and that's why they were pouring in that messed up Budweiser and allowing them to do. It wasn't permissible, but they were doing opium, coke, and weed. They were out there partying their ass off, and a lot of times, you know, what do you think happened with people who had wives and children back home? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all don't know what it's like when you feel like all hope is lost and you haven't had nothing bring you to this Christmas, this Christmas of seeing the world as it truly was, and then going and knowing you had to get back home, but you knew there were brothers saying, I don't want to be over here fighting. They were drafted. But why didn't they join together to fight against the draft? No, it took Muhammad Ali says, I ain't going to fight your war. Why? Because of the position he was in. The racists, the little dumbasses and the Jews pushing behind it needed these people to be drafted. Now you had some fighters and people and politicians who went and fought. The thing is, they came home. You know what I'm saying? But where were they really at? Most times, if you were something outstanding or great, they put you on the front line knowing that you had a 15 to 20% chance of surviving. All right, and this is the reality of the situation. That's why many of the Peckerwoods started getting fragged and dead. And then that's when the fight on the USS Liberty and everything else. And it wasn't the only ship. They were fighting on every ship, and they were whooping their asses. See, this is what they don't tell you. You know, it's different when you got family members who were in Vietnam to tell you how they was fucking these Peckerwoods up. These races, they were fucking them up overseas and everything. You know, but sometimes they get one by themselves, and then that's what's commonality. The reality is that's still persistent. Now, it doesn't mean it's the greatest thing. I'm not pushing for that. But this is the reason why, if y'all keep paying attention to these sellout Negroes and allowing that to run space, let them be where they're at, man. We've had that for a long time, because in order for us to get where we're at, the destruction of the world that we have created, and the reality is the Negro and all around, all four corners created this world, not no goddamn Peckerwood. Most of y'all didn't exist. There's a reason why it's RH negative and RH plus. The reason why is because you're not one. We are not the fucking same. We are not the same. And there's many Peckerwood, and it's the women mostly coming out saying the white man didn't exist in the 1618s. And the reality of it is the truth. I mean, Theodore Herbert Herzl was a benign tumor. We call it gypsy, a gujar. I don't care if you want to sit there and call it, you know, whatever. I know that 1,000 years, maybe 800, plausibly has been added on. When it comes to this Anunnaki, they look like us, y'all. We took it upon ourselves to create something to physically fight them back based on a world prior. There's been a lot of destruction. Now, I'm not saying this is facts. No, I am just pointing out things that should be relevant compared to what should be irrelevant. Who am I to say so? If you're not doing your research, and it's hard to find it because you think that they don't know what they've done, to have us twisting our heads left and right, left and right, left and right, and without finding a space. Sometimes you got to start somewhere. But my thing is, don't get so deeply involved because it's hard to put it together. I mean, think about it. I'm going to read this to you. I want you to pay attention. You know that the Vatican is a bastard society, a group of people, right? Let me read this to you. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. We're just going to the Bible Hub. You know, I don't care how they reword things. Then God said, but what's Elohim? It is plural, meaning gods. Let us. That's not singular, that's plural. Let us make mankind in our image. Does that mean that we created them in our image? Or does that mean Anunnaki knew of us and says we need something to disrupt them because they are succeeding at fighting back against us? And so they created mankind to be and look like us, but they are not like us. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. But anyway, and I'm not saying this on the variables of hate, because the problem with it, if you go further down, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. Rule. One ring to rule them all is a line from the inscription on the One Ring in the Lord of the Rings, right? What is the precious? These things you never look at, right? But when you look at this, excuse me. There are multiple matches for rule them all. That's not what the fuck I was looking for. Excuse me. I don't know what is it. That's not what I'm looking for. That's something else. Rule, a principle, principality, or regulation to regulate, governing conduct. What is government? Intrusive. Conduct, to make a specificality, meaning to make or have you conducted in a certain way. An action, procedure, arrangement. What is conspiratory? Some of y'all remember how I used to do this, right? So we're going to look at conspire. Make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act. They conspired against him or them, right? So rule, the rule of chess, synonymous. Order, dictate, decree, regulate, law, guideline, bylaw, standard, percept, not precept. Based on their precept, not yours, but against yours. What is so conflicting or confounding that keeps you from understanding the deepness of the reality of the situation that you cannot free yourself? I'm getting so tired. Chemical dependency or chemically dependent. The body's physical and or psychological. The body's physical, external, and or psychological, something added to the Rolodex, addiction to a psychoactive. What are drugs? What was it that Rockefeller did by extracting petroleum from oil base and synthesizing it for a synthetic, creating aspirin and everything else when we used to use rose petals, thyme and everything else? Mind-altering substance, such as narcotics, alcohol, and nicotine, just to name three. We don't have to get into the fake beet sugar. What is it I got to do to get y'all to see beyond the scope of your fucked up paranoia and schizophrenic demannerism? I'm not going to sit here and change in front of you. What the fuck is that? Manifestation happens inside when you discard and remove everything. Then you see clearly. Lost the connection. What happened, baby? Oh, okay. That's probably you traveling or you probably your job. You constantly think about getting or using the drug. You have withdrawal symptoms if you decrease or stop using the drug. What happens to most people when they start seeing pink elephants and polka dots? When they don't have the alcohol, they become chemically dependent on the intrusive their body synthesize the synthetic shit, meaning that it is taking on the narrative so it does not fire synapses right, its body doesn't metabolize shit right, and what happens? Not just the damage of the liver and spleen and gallbladder and all that other shit. What happens? It needs it to sustain it for the short period of time it has left. But when you don't have it and you don't have something else, usually they invite another synthetic in, you succumb. Because there's nobody there to guide you. There's no frequencies. You're in that goddamn hospital that has all the bad, worst sounds. Boop, 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 boop. Red light. Y'all know the sounds. You think that's healing? That instills more fear. Predictive. They have worked this shit out. And you motherfuckers are still working against your goddamn selves. We are more like the Anunnaki, relevant to Atlantis, as we fought each other. I asked y'all to look for a picture of the moon when it was painted where it was unpop marked. And you motherfuckers are so pathetic, you couldn't even go and search that the fuck out. Because I look at all your fucking platforms. I follow every one of your goddamn YouTube. That's why some of these fake agents ain't saying shit. They think they're going to get a fucking answer. When I said I know how it ends, it doesn't, I don't concern myself with what the fuck I see. I don't go questioning it if you see it so many times. All I can say is I know how it fucking ends. And the shit used to fucking bother me. So what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And it is for them too. The stupid motherfuckers and all their technology and shit walking around right in front of you, you dumb fucks. And it is bad for them. And some of you motherfuckers too. My white soul brothers, you are not like us. You goddamn well ain't better. If permitted, as designed, y'all will kill each other the fuck off. Or fuck each other out of existence. Now do you see the importance of getting with melanated women? And then most of the melanated women are too fucking stupid to know what the fuck they're creating. They're dumber than a motherfucker. What people say, well, how do you feel about the men having sex and the women? I says, you got this Joey, the body, whatever the fuck with the transgender. You got this nigga, I forget his name. He puts a crown on all the niggas, talking about us kings are going to fuck. Y'all don't even see the perversions that are going on. There's a plethora out there, man. And they don't get why they're that way. It's nothing normal about it. Fuck Flame Monroe. He used to walk around like I just wanted to look like a woman while having raising his children. Yet he does and always have been getting fucked and fucking other dudes. There's a reality to it. The disease runs deep. Flip Wilson was the only motherfucker that wasn't into the gay shit. He was about controlling the narrative and using the enemy's thing because he was intelligent to flip it on them. You Spanish cats, the original people of those lands down there were fucking dark-skinned and brown-skinned motherfuckers, niggas, all right? And then you dismiss that as if it's going to benefit you. Look what's going on in Venezuela, whatever the fuck down there right now. They send all the other monkeys here as if that's just going to work out. The enemies know that it's going to be death all the way around. Escarica, shut the fuck up. You ain't saying nothing, monkey. You troubled, be troubled, monkey. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, let the motherfucker say what it gotta say with his retarded ass self. Unbinding, fake Jew, Sephardic, whatever the fuck. I don't even say AI no more because the machine is just fucking dumb. It's like half of these motherfuckers walking around, stupid asses. You know, I always say, some of y'all say segregation for all people so I can raise awareness. But as far as the rest, it's a world of family, regardless of how they came to be. Some monkeys just can't accept how they came to be because they never heard the truth, walking around in the image of something they never was. So fuck you, you little fucking monkey. Probably Chinese when you fake ass Chinese motherfuckers. And I got some homies that be like, yeah, we know we're not the original people of the land yet. And I'm like, but that's cool. Because there's many who are suffering under the same motherfuckers they claim. Just like your little bitch punk ass, fake ass fed nigga. I guess it thinks because I'm responding that it's got some wind. No, you're the one that's disturbed because you're the first one that came out your little pothole, as if it means something. No, I said I like to entertain. Why don't you bring a few more retarded motherfuckers like you who don't know shit? Why don't you come on over with a few more retarded motherfuckers, stroke your dick, stay in your mammy's basement, or out there with a couple of heads in your fridge, or whatever the fuck it is, which don't matter. What do you think I'm gonna say? I'll see you. Motherfucker, some of you motherfuckers won't even get to meet me. I sure am a hate monger. I hate everything about you. No, you might. I would advise you not to, but you might. Go put your costume on and go sit on a goddamn wooden peg and stay there for about an hour and tell me how you like it. Go and put your legs and strap them up high up inside. All right, go and fuck your brother up the ass or something. Oh, that's right. You're a female, or are you a he, she, a furry, or a monkey? Oh, that's right, you're just a monkey. Okay. You're a monkey. What? You're a Hindu fuck? You're a Gujar? Is you a Gujar? Is you a little fucktard Gujar? Is you a little fucking gypsy with no identity? Huh? Is that what it is? Is that what bothers you? You're an identity thief? With your little monkey ass name? We want a couple of jungle trees to swing around in, some vines, little monkey. Pro-programmatic. Is that what it is? Fuck your Jesus, you fake fucking retard. You ain't nothing. You's another monkey. Bring a few more in, monkeys. Jesus, Beelzebub, Jesus. You fake ass fucking Jesus. Go get your Jesus. The damn sure it wasn't no straight head, rescinding hair motherfucker. With your Jesus, motherfucker. Oh, hateful. You the only races in here. Stupid motherfucker. Report it, Jew. You fake fucking Jew. Go and report it, you fake fucking Jew. Yeah, I am German, Chinese, real fucking indigenous, and I guess you could call it, like our brother Kiramil, you know. Yeah, Costa Rican. So what's racist? No, racist is the epitaph of monkeys and your fake religion, and you don't know who the fuck you are because you're a monkey. That's the beautiful thing about freedom of speech. There's nobody being threatened or hurt here. You don't want to meet me, but you're going to see me. You will see me one day. You believe in days and time, right? You will see me. The worst thing you come over here is fuck around not knowing that there's I guess a spell on this channel, this page. Oh, intrepid are we? You want to come trolling, but you can't handle the motherfucking fire that comes? I don't give a fuck about you coming over here, you little monkey. I'm about enlightenment, which you have not. You're probably on those psychotropics. That's what's wrong with you. You said something when nothing was being said. I was pointing out facts, not fiction. While you stay in your fiction, live in it. Enjoy it. Because you don't know what the fuck you're listening to. You know why you're hearing that? Because you don't even know what the fuck's going on in your head. You're a retard. You're not like these beautiful children who I work with, who seem smarter than the regular normal folk. They seem a whole lot. I learn more from these children who I work with than I will learn from you little monkey ass motherfuckers. Cash me outside is all I'm here. What's cash me out? Nigga, you are lost. Just go on about your little goofy ass world. I'll see you. That's what the fuck I'm saying. If you don't know what you want me to read the words, go report it, faggot. Go scissor or something. Go whatever the fuck it is you do. I don't care. I'm about enlightenment. You want to come here trolling? Then take your somewhere else, your monkey ass somewhere else and troll. Because this is too fucking deep for you. You can't get it. We don't want no hateful fucktards here saying all the little goofy shit they've said and they think it's going to work out in their favor. Ganja, you know what to do with that account, right? Go to the page and then anonymously deal with that screenshot, because I know you're recording it, and then disappear her retarded ass, so you can leave it up because it's a fucktard. Oh, that's right, pronouns. I don't know what you are. What do you want to be? You want to be a woman or a man? Huh? What are you? Is you one of those manipulated motherfuckers of the CIA, one of the deep state? What they call it? Y'all got these words for the CIA. Because I got some friends who are really cool, and I can't say nothing, but yeah, they contracted and some worked with. And they let me know about motherfuckers like you, to which I don't need them to let me know. Let me see. Thank you, Delusions. Here's the idiot's link. There you go. Yeah, you ain't. Just you ain't have to block them off here. You can leave the shit they said there, but just go ahead because the motherfucker ain't saying nothing. It's a fake ass account with a fake ass monkey who feels bothered. So fuck them. Now you know a lot of y'all know I'm not all with the cursing shit, but I like to get these motherfucking trolls on, and I like to fuck with them as much as possible because they're stupid. Thank you, baby girl. Ha! It's a fucking kid. It's a little fucking kid, y'all. That ain't supposed to be over here. I put not for younglings. This is not for children. So what you're doing is you're running around on pages. Look at this motherfucker. Hold on. No, it's not a kid. Hold on. Let me go back. I was wrong. Wrong one. I think the account might. You know what? I think it is a government account. They done hit the little fucking monkeys. Yeah, fake ass. This is a government account. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see what a fake ass Jew in our government, what their account looks like, okay? That's what the fucking fake ass government Jew account look like. This is what they fucking always do, all right? This is a fake ass Jew fucktard, all right? But I like the fact that they come here. I didn't want to I just reported the fake channel. I don't mind real people. When real people come over here, you know, whether it's a light-skinned, so-called New Age Asian, because the melanated man back in the fucking 1800s was considered the Asiatic man before the Chinese, Japanese, or anybody was. And this is a fact, written down, documented, and a lot of y'all know I have about 20 to 30 books on this. That's why I don't debate it. I have a love for my brothers and sisters of all suasions all over the earth because they don't know how they came to be. But I'm not here to free them from that debacle. My thing is that there are a lot of people who are not with the shit. I have... Not talking about my Chinese cousins, blood cousins, right? I have friends who I know when I grew up, served with, and everything else, who always used to come up to me and ask me the hardest questions. And in my youth, in my late 20s and my 30s, it was hard to respond because I would say, look, man, just go read these books, check these books out. I'm not saying the facts. Now, I know we've been over here, I know we've been there, and I know that's not what you want. You want to see family and this, that, and other. But for some of us, we've heard history. It doesn't mean that you have to accept it. But see, it's the young ones who are fucked up, still eating Chick-fil-A, Taco Hell, Chick-fil-A, Burger Kill, McDef, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they are the ones who need to be freed up. But I'm not here for that. I'm looking for people who want to walk beside me in their own existence. But the segregation part, I hate that word. I really do. Because it ain't going to solve anything. That's inevitable. Our people need to be pulled back from the liars of time, who look like them but are not them. And see, that's what the Gujars were able to do. It was not a conviction, but you better believe they didn't think this up on their own, y'all. And yeah, they want people to look outside of themselves, but you need to come back and it's a lot of stuff, and I can't go ahead and give it all. It's just impossible. The thing is, people have to walk into their own narrative and actually accept the reality. There's more light-skinned women. I don't use the words white and black. They got melanin in them. If they ain't goddamn, if they're not albino, suffering from albinism, to which even I know some albinos who have patches of brown. All right, if they're not suffering from that, light-skinned folks have melanin, motherfuckers. But the problem is, there's something very deeply different. I can't say whether it's a quarter or a half or what. I don't know what, but I can tell you this: them Gujars, they are not. They are definitely like you, and their blood type has that RH fucking factor. Okay, I'm not saying everybody with RH is fucked up. I know some people who are negative and positive, and they're the greatest motherfuckers on earth, and they're tired because they actually think they actually think, and they have information, and they go, something ain't right. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about that. It's about the truth. What truth? My truth, their truth, your truth. What is the fucking truth? Most people are so stuck out externally that they don't look eternally. My thing is to bring a little enlightenment. I don't have all the answers. All the shit I'm giving you is stuff that you can research. I'm using your own very fucking tools that most people will never use. Now, if I went off this, I'd fuck you up. I choose to have shit based on sources of information that you can fucking attain and you can look at it and have discernment. That means now you're waking something else out, because when I tell you my story, most of you motherfuckers are going to fucking run in a corner, cower the fuck down, and just wait until your fucking demise, to which is not an answer. Not a troll, little stupid motherfuckers who don't know no better. All right? This is the system created that. You can't hate. There's no such thing as hate. But people venerate it in a form that is merciless. And it's devastating. If I was to stand by that shit, you think I'd be on this motherfucker? I'll probably be the number one motherfucker they call, we got a serial murderer out there that nobody wants to fucking track. See, that's why I'm not that fucking way. People think that when I was telling them the story about when my son was murdered by that fucktard doctor, that I wasn't really going to go and make a fucking Picasso. Listen to me. That motherfucker was about to become and I was thinking about them motherfuckers over there at the hospital in Utah. I was sitting there, damn, I probably can get all 6 or 7 of them motherfuckers in a room, and now the work I can do in 30 fucking minutes. But you know what? Because I accepted who I was, I knew these retards are only following orders, I gave them a pass. There's no more pass to be fucking given. See, people think this is a goddamn game. They really do. And that's the problem. That's another condition that they took, and they weaponized the video games. They made them so you want warfare, but they don't want you to be armed. They want to predict everything. They want to use you as a tool, a vice, and it's the same worthless motherfuckers who are frauds. They're not who they say they are, yet the motherfuckers don't know that even though they walk in the light of who you are, and they purportedly want to destroy you, and you believe in their lie, wanting to fight and argue between each other, not knowing there's a spell over you motherfuckers, and then you want to come and you don't know how to fucking listen? Okay, let me stop it on that. No, I'm just increasing it, because I know that photonically I can reach you that way. Okay? I say monkeys because I know it scares them. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't know how the fuck they came to existence. Well, what do you think they're always extracting your fucking DNA for, people? Why do you think you're always going to give blood, and yet all they're going to do is fuck you up more? There's a video out. They're trying to kill us. It's still up on YouTube. Hell, it's monetized. It's talking about all the shit I've been sharing with you. I never looked at it. Somebody hears me talking, they share it to my DM. I'm like, I don't need to look at this shit. You know, this is when you get the meme crazies, and I'm going to share this with them because red. You know, no, if I like what you're putting up and I don't feel like mentioning it, I'm just going to share this shit to everybody and get the fuck off that platform. You see what I'm saying? Then I'm going to look at the idiots who unfollow, because I'll be like, and I send them a message, thank you. What the fuck it is. You know, when we were growing up, you see somebody in their 40s and 50s You had to show respect. There was honor amongst motherfucking knuckleheads. Okay? Today, these motherfuckers are so broken by the very teachers that institutionally fuck your children up. Look at California, the law they just passed based on the children, that the school can push the gay agenda and they don't have to tell the family. And if the child chooses to be fucking as well, they're being programmed, they don't have to relay it to the parents. Do you know how many parents are going to go and end up killing teachers, sadly? It's already started. They're just covering and hiding it because it's part of their plan. Nobody's paying attention. You got all them people. What's that city, that country right now with a motherfucking fake ass president hijacked the fucking, because they can work with these governments, put to it. And now they got the ex-military and police running around murdering people without firearms. But they send half the motherfucking criminals from prison up here. Not knowing that a lot of them motherfuckers right now are getting motherfucking DOA. Because the media is part of the problem. And most of it's AI, for those who want to use that term. I'm about reading. I'm about enlightenment. If you come over here with your little young goofy ass and don't sit down and pay attention and learn, then your young ass is going to get served motherfucking Pop-Tarts, Doritos, and Cheerios, the very deadly things that these motherfuckers are made. I'm going to give you a big ass bowl and a plate with what you want. The blueberry ones with the cherry synthetic swirl on it. What you want? Your fake ass Cheerios that ain't really nothing but pure garbage with that fucked up RSVTB or whatever the fuck milk. Not only stunts your growth or makes you skinny and tall, but fucks up your whole mental, separates the divinity in you. So if that's the case, you come the fuck over here, act like a troll, and get the fucking business. I don't give a fuck because you're in a place that you shouldn't be, then you're going to get exactly what's deemed. I don't give a fuck about some goofy bitch running around like she thinks she's Woodstock, running roller skates, and why are you messing with the people that live inside the porta potties? They already cleaned that up and locked her goofy ass up, and I saw about 20 of them running around with rainbows like the motherfucking bitch thinks she's a fairy and shit, all probably, I don't know what the fuck on, and then run up in people's face like she won't get sopped. This is the retarded shit that's going on based on the chemical lobotomy to which I just read, based on fucking not Wikipedia, but all the other information. Why is it so hard to find confidence in yourself when you got to look outside of yourself? Am I talking about a crayon color? No, what I pointed out was based on a fact. You've got over 100 light-skinned doctors and ladies telling motherfuckers right now no fake-ass white people existed in 1618 and 1600s. That ain't me saying it, motherfucker. That's me knowing it. And they're reverberating the facts to what they've absconded. They've come to realize based on the studies and travels. You think that melanated folks supposed to be all contentious and happy because motherfuckers, they live in a lie and they finding out the truth? No, the thing is to keep them from destroying your ass. That's why the motherfuckers ain't coming lit the whole motherfucking world up yet. They still believe that they can conquer it without doing so. But I'm here to tell you that's not how the fuck it ends. So if you're uncomfortable, fuck you. Put in your seatbelt so when they find you outside in the mountain from the plane that fucking went down that you're on, they'll know, oh, there goes little Joey and shit. There ain't nothing they can do about it. This is not hate speech, you retarded fuck. This is about facts, and if you can't handle it, you've been living a lie so long with your fake history and your fake dynamic institutionalized ideology, I don't give a fuck. Go to your mammy and your fucking pammy or your mammy or your pappy, whatever the fuck you living in right now, and you talk to them about it. Bring this shit to them and let them fucking deal with it. These are all these motherfuckers that finding out teachers are sleeping with babies, man. Fucking children. Come on. Most of your brains don't develop to 25. It seems like it's going a little later now compared to the 25-year-old narrative. Over 450,000 children go missing to not be fucking returned in this so-called country of fucking loan. Look at the little boy that jumped out of Nottingham Castle, right? Whatever the fuck that is, that died when he climbing away, butt-ass naked, getting raped by them fake-ass motherfuckers in there. How do you feel about that? That the BBC and everything else want to fucking hide. Is the acting helping y'all? Is it like driving? I want y'all to be able to control yourselves and don't take off like a fucking rabbit. I still got to be in acting. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I got to draw you in, and you dig what I'm saying? And I also got to make it so this fucking thing can't read me. Well, it really can't. But it can only read what the fuck I deliver. That's what you want to call control. No one has control over shit. Nobody. No one single thing has control over shit. Everything is fucking connected. Even the fucking monkeys that aspire to be what they never were. And I use the term monkey, and I use it loosely as fuck. Not to throw disregard and hate towards the population of what you consider primates. But these ones that walk around like us, you better believe they're not the original what they was. They've been fucked with just like you've been fucked with. Why do you think they created Planet of the fucking Apes? You think that just happened because there's monkeys and zoos and shit? Okay. When those little Muslims and all the motherfucking black power extremists and all those stupid motherfuckers are running around, the so-called black man is the original fucking foundation, is the original man. I can't do nothing about it. Oh, I wouldn't mind being able to say, well, the white man was the original fucking man. That is not the fucking case. The red man and all these other yellow men, no. Stupid ass. And the so-called black man was pretty much goddamn indigo, purple like green. Stupid asses don't know shit. But because your ancestors went to save the fucking world and fight against an enemy that really wanted the golds and the gems and everything else for whatever fucking reason on their land to which they come from, because our people ain't really from here. My people, not from here. Not at all. So you can believe in whatever the fuck you want to believe. But attempting to get to that point, Agatha, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, nobody can get there. And it can't be just destroyed. No, it's really there. Or it's there. Now, I had to deal with these monkeys, never shook a hand and never consummated because they're too fucking stupid. See, that's like the monkey that throws shit on you because you keep fucking with it, looking at it in its environment when it doesn't want to be fucked with. Could you interpret that? But then you got these wayward fucking primates running around looking like you. Not all of them. Remember this. Not all of them. You must know the difference. Now, I'm not saying this as a safety factor. It's possible. Not safety for me. But in the story of things. Some of y'all really don't get it. When you start crossbreeding, just like cross-feeding shit, and you start making these things, hyperbaric, these new things, okay, that was never meant to fucking be. Everybody in creation was created for whatever purpose. But things fucked up. Is it based on the melanated man's fuck up? Well, imagine somebody makes war on your soil and you have the capabilities to go to another one when you start falling. But there are others out there who succeeded in defeating them. You go to the soil and you build up better based on the sources. And you actually are protecting the fucking environment. But then there's these little fucking primate things that are in there with you that kind of look like you, but they're not you. Well, if you go in there, you know how to turn off the power to the grid, and you know how to disrupt a couple of gears and a couple of coils and make the system, the cog, and you know, to put a cog in how shit work, then you can start tearing shit down. So while all you motherfuckers are running around thinking you know some shit based on fucking computers and the lies right now, which seems to be about 98%, all right? how the fuck can you know something else? I had brothers hitting me up from Ghana and Jamaica and the Caribs and Cuba going, well, how you know? I says, nigga, why is it y'all don't like to go and look in the library? Malcolm wasn't fucking lying when he said you don't want a nigga to know, you put it in the book. You got stupid niggas in Jamaica and talking about Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie was a pussy. He was no fucking body. It took the Harlem Hellfighters to go and protect them faggots over there in Ethiopia from the Italians who were going there to do what they've done everywhere else. And we pushed them the fuck back. And Hitler wasn't too big on them going into fucking with the Eritreans and the Ethiopians. That's right, Hitler wasn't with the shits. Keep worshiping motherfuckers. Stop smoking the shit you smoking. Because somebody's putting something in the water that's fucking it up. You're on your land, and most motherfuckers in the cabs are from right the fuck here. Besides the brothers and sisters who are always right the fuck there. And I know when I went to Jamaica, I went to meet the community that knew that there was a land, and I hung out with them. And man, we had a couple of them little pale-skinned little Marines running around. Well, they ended up running back to Fleet Landing, butt naked, blood coming out their booty because they was raped by a couple of motherfuckers that was about that life. And they wasn't having these motherfuckers getting drunk, walking around talking shit to their women. This is a fact in 1986 and 7. And I saw it firsthand. I saw it in Turkey. I saw little dumb Marines going out there pissing on an Ottoman statue, which is a Gujar. And they beat their asses down. They go back to Fleet Landing because we got the fuck up out of there, but they didn't have no beef with us. We bringing hip-hop and this new music, all these places, UK and everything else. Them motherfuckers ended up going back to Fleet Landing. Not blood coming out there, but butt naked, beat the fuck pretty bad. First time I heard the word sand nigger, I was like, what the fuck this motherfucker say? Somebody tell me I'm lying. Somebody prove me wrong. I got to see a whole lot of shit. Haile Selassie. I'm the fuck out of here. That motherfucker worked with Garvey and all them motherfuckers to betray everybody over here in what is considered Atlantis. All the fucking earth was Atlantis, you retarded motherfuckers. Just like Egypt was a period every fucking where. Not somewhere singled out with the people who ain't even original people of that fucking land. When I was in Egypt, I met all these dark blue light niggas talking about we're the original Egypts, the ones that can speak their English, right? And them motherfucking Arabs wasn't saying a goddamn thing. These motherfuckers was big I mean, I was like, intimidated? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Strong bucking motherfuckers. And they wasn't washing themselves with urine, which was a practice to protect their scent, so they couldn't be found by these fucking things. Oh, y'all didn't know that? You thought they was just over there washing themselves in cow urine and shit? Spreading dung on their fucking feet and around the ankles because this is normal. This is a practice that stayed in, but war will fuck up. What do you think the Leopold was doing down there? Doing his best to eradicate the foundation of those pushed out of Europe. Fake ass Europe, because it was called Afrique, and that place you call Africa was considered based on the Algonquin Queen, which most lands Europa. Not some fake ass planet out in space that you saw on Space 1999 and all them other goofy ass Battlestar Galactica fucking movies made by the very people that been lying about your goddamn history. You got a problem with me? Go take it and research this shit. Research it. But don't get all worked up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Check it out for yourselves. Because right now you're dealing with a consistent hysterectomy of motherfucking brains, y'all. They just pull this shit. I don't know what the fuck's floating around in a lot of these niggas' heads. And these pale skins, look, man, like I said, you motherfuckers ain't bad, but you're easily fucking swayed to another side just by visual fucking. That's all it takes to get y'all fucked up. Our people's a little harder. They got to be swayed. That's why you have these fake ass church niggas. And Diddy, because that's what they is, Diddy. All that new Diddy shit. And stop saying pause and cap. That means that you're insecure, motherfuckers. You dig what I'm saying? All perspectives. If you're going to say something, Come in here and say something with a little more fucking dignity. Say it with some knowledge. Don't come in here like one of these little fucking underrated dumbass children who ain't gonna be around long because there's gonna be somebody's meat sandwich. I'm just saying, man. Speculatory. Research the shit. That's all you gotta do. And if I'm talking hate, you put me in the direction of what foundation of hate that I fucking belong to or whatever the fuck. Dummkopf. Y'all know that's a German word, right? You know what that means? Dummkopf. I'm not gonna say it with the accent because some people are like, that nigga from Germany. No, I'm not. It's ancestral. We found it coming through the so-called South Americas, meeting all the niggas coming up here before they look like they do today. All right. And if you're Spanish, be family. Don't come in as a foe because I'll fuck your little fake ass world history up. It disrespecting what your true bloodline may be. Don't mean that you was black, midnight, and all that shit. Stop being fucking stupid. But a lot of you are consistently irrelevant because you don't know your truth. That's why they deal with a lot of you the way they deal with you in so-called Central America. I hate that Central South America shit. I really fucking do. I can't stand North America. Shut up. I can't. It's not fucking America. I'm going to say it again. This is not fucking America. And it damn sure ain't the USA. That belongs to that fake ass king and queen motherfucker. That's in DC, which they actually purchased. The condition y'all just buying everything they fucking say and do. I just can't make this shit up. Do I want to drink this or do I want a steak? I want that. It's so fucking good. Oh, I actually put some of this in there today. Now, y'all be careful if you ever use this. Because one of the side effects is a filling. Like you feel over full. All right? Now, I'd rather eat like a liver, heart, and shit like that. And kidneys, just to, yeah, I'd rather do that. How many of y'all grew up eating fried chicken gizzards? Don't fuck around with some good damn Louisiana hot sauce. That shit was the bomb with your catfish nuggets on the side. That shit was it. And I used to cook that for my grandmother. She could come around when she's like 70 years old. When I was, let me see. Yeah, she was 70 years old coming to visit me, 65, whatever. When I was in Jacksonville, Florida, right? I was living at Villa Del Rio. She used to come and visit to see her great grandbabies. And she'd be like, baby, I'm coming down. You going to yeah, mom, I got you. I go out there and get the gator, real gator tail, cut it up, and get the motherfucking chicken gizzards and the chicken livers, and I get the real good fucking semolina flour, you know what I'm saying, and get my seasonings together. I wasn't big on Old Bay, y'all, just saying, because they got some shit, silica and some red shit in there from FD40 and all that. No, I don't fuck with that. But I used to put the right things together and then go out there and catch using my hand down by the stream with a couple of old redneck brothers of mine, and they showed me how to go in there and get the motherfuckers with my hand, getting them big ass motherfucking catfish, chop that up, and get everything in there, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, we was using a little bit of that bullshit Crisco. Most times that if I could find olive oil, I'd use that Bertolli, remember it? And I fry them shits up, and the whole house smelled like the seafood cachet, and then I make homemade real French fries, not that shit that's been bleached, fucked up, and everything else that these fast food restaurants used in some seed oil that you wonder why you're getting plaque in your motherfucking heart and everything else if it ain't this MR with a fuck out of A shit they call it, which they found out in Denmark and Norway and Holland. And I would like to see a motherfucker on YouTube with they fake juice cell come and check me on this when I can share that shit, these videos, them telling the truth. These motherfuckers are monetized. Doctors saying, yeah, that shit is actually causing this shit and these things to grow in the fucking arteries, causing a cardiac arrest and everything else. Now, come and check, talking about what they call medical misinformation if you want, when I studied fucking medicine. See, this is what these monkey boys do. And then they send a gooftard in to act like something. Nigga, I ain't no pedophile. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck I want a little fucking worthless ass human being for? Fuck that. Stupid ass. Fuck around and find out. F-A-O-F-O. But anyway, the reality of the situation is most people are conflicted. And I can dig it. It's good work. These motherfuckers, and I told y'all, I don't praise them, but man, my hat's the fuck off because, man, they did a good job. Listen, if they would have got me sooner, I'd probably be with them motherfuckers looking at y'all like y'all retarded. And they'd been like, damn, we ain't know that. I'd be like, well, you know everything because them motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come out and they need the guns because you can kill the motherfuckers. Are you listening? You can kill the motherfuckers. Are you fucking listening? They can fucking die. Now they're a little stronger, a little faster than you motherfuckers now. Oh, they faster and stronger than you weak motherfuckers, but they know how to get your ass. And you ain't been paying attention. You don't know how to come together. You're all by yourselves, and you think you got an answer. Shit, they don't know the story I got to tell. Not at all. The ones I've told the story to, they can never get it from them. Them niggas are scared. Fuck around and find out. Told you how powerful y'all are, even in your weakened state. People are like, why don't you do that? I'm not trying to heal the damage they did. Nigga, that's going to be held against them. You just don't get it. I don't want to hear what you God shit and all this stuff. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You niggas are like a motherfucking vegetable soup with all the bad vegetables in it. Done stirred the fuck up. And you're bumping into each other. You all think that you're the right things in that fucking soup that ain't supposed to be in that motherfucking bowl. They're not the brightest motherfuckers either. I probably won't be able to drink half of this because it do make you feel full. Besides, some of you might get a skin sensitivity. That shit is delicious. Oh, yeah. Okay? Now I had to come on, man. I had to share this shit this AM, man. Y'all go back to the beginning. Check it the fuck out. Ganja, I started watching his when this was set up. He got one he was uploading. I tried to call him. Nigga would ignore my phone call because he was so busy trying to get this uploaded. No, he got one on. I'm about to go watch it now. I got a oh boy. Hey, Omek, what's going on? Y'all just popped up again. Let me hit the thing. Say chat filter, all messages. Oh, now we see. Max V, what's up, beloved? What's cracking? Benji. Charles Johnson, what's happening? MML, what's going on? Earth is infinite on planes. You goddamn right, baby girl. Society's first outcast. What's up, beloved? How you doing? Is Shambhala real? You know what? I've been looking. I got 2 books because y'all know I'm deep into yoga and all that kind of stuff. And I got some Hindu brothers who really be like, they join me. Ganja, will tell them about when I was out there getting y'all with the breathing and everything, cloud hands. That was one time. You know what happens to me all the time. You know, he moved. I actually helped him move to his home over there. He moved into a trailer park with his children. And I see him every few weeks. Every couple of weeks. Check him out. But that was a brother that came here for somebody's graduation who happened to hear I was doing one outside. I think it was me, Ganja, and T. I think it was me, Ganja, and T. And I was showing him out in the back side, right? Because it was the direction towards Agatha, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's many names I'm hearing. It's not what it is. But anyway, right? He came and joined in, man. And I saw him later on. Yo, he was like, you really know what you're doing, huh? I was like, I don't know, do I? He was like, he's just like, what a cleansing. Look, y'all, I know y'all like, because you don't want to visit. You don't want to meet. You want to be stuck in that little hot seat. I have a young lady to come here that's kind of beautiful. But because I am the person, I am what I am, right? That even is mind-boggling to her. Now, if she jumped on the stick, she's gonna get busted out. And I would advise her not to. You know, no, you got your man, do what you're doing. Let's take care of the son. You're like a little sister, like a little niece or some shit. See, that's who I am. Who the fuck, why do I want to sleep with some 20? What the fuck? There ain't nothing there. What the fuck is that? I don't even get that. I need something. I need something I know. You see what I'm saying? I don't even want a motherfucker in their 40s. Like, stay in your fucking lane. Get somewhere first. I need a motherfucker that when you grab it, it know. I'm talking about something that, now, for making babies, yeah, you bring one about 30 or 40. Don't bring me no 20-something-year-old motherfuckers. That baby probably kill her. And I'm what I'm talking about. I made enough fucking babies in this world. Y'all call them babies or something else. But I made enough babies, and these motherfuckers are like, goddamn, like the female and the male Samsons of antiquity. And y'all think it's a game, right? You think I give a fuck? I said it a period of time. I don't even know if I want to do it now. I wanted to make super fucking babies. But because the women are too stupid to know better, too dumb, and because niggas don't have no fucking clue, all right, how to tap into your real strength, oh, fuck it. I ain't had a dumb bitch. So I'm like, hey, can you freeze your sperm? Bitch, like, I want to lay down with your monkey-looking ass. The fuck out of here. Nigga, I look good as fuck. The fuck you mean? Nigga, and that's not even ego. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? I smell good. There's days I smell like fucking almonds, and there's days I smell like chocolate. Then there's days I smell like some fucking Italian cuisine. And people say that to me. You had Italian? No, motherfucker, no. No, you trying to be funny? Ain't no, them Italian women ain't real. No, I said, you have Italian food. What the fuck you mean? I smell like garlic and onions? You smell like one of the best marinara sauces. Oh, if you don't get your goofy ass away from me. That was when I used to go to the bowl a lot. I remember walking through Walmart before I says enough of this shit, because you see Listeria, they motherfuckers is hitting y'all, Aldi's and all that, and Kroger. Woman was walking behind me, and I'm walking down the bread aisle. Look, because in the bread they have this thing where you can get flour, like semolina, you know, like not that white shit. And the lady turned around and said, "Sir, you smell like almonds or something. It smells so good." I don't use lotion. I use omega-3 on around my legs and on my face. On my head, I use castor oil, and on the bottom of my feet. That's it, y'all. I'm serious. I use castor oil on the bottom of my feet because it's sticky, and on my hair. All right? And rose and olive oil. That don't smell like no motherfucking almonds. And I don't use deodorant. I use lime juice every few days. That's called my pH level is perfect. You dig what I'm saying? So when the motherfucking women stand there telling me, and the nuts is way the fuck, I mean, even these, look, the nuts is way down there. And they walking behind me telling me, why do you smell like almonds? That's sweet. And I was like, man, no, fuck, I ain't got no nuts in my pocket. Well, I mean, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's happened more times on the res. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, it's like laying inside of a bed. This motherfucker bathes twice a day, and you bathe in 3 or 4 days, and you don't stink or nothing. You know what it's like? A motherfucker looking at you like this. They're trying to figure it out. When I said I'm about making some super fucking babies, I'm dead ass serious. And with the melanated woman, it's powerful. With the light skin, it gives them a couple, 10, maybe 20 more years on their fucking life. Because the blood circulates from the DNA. And then those babies, I'm telling you. And that's not, fuck the sex part. I can go have that anytime and all the time. I got 2 teachers that live over here always, hey, when I go out to walk, I'm like, how you doing, ma'am? You know, I get real proper and shit. How you doing, ma'am? And she just looking. I'm like, hey, if you don't get your goofy ass onto that school and teach them poor children that lies, the fuck. All the children around here, if they come to me and says, hey, Mr. Red, well, Jim, Chuck, my teacher showed us this in the book today. What do you think about it? It's incorrect. I'll tell you what. Have your dad or somebody stop by the house, and you come by with a couple of friends. I'll show you a couple of books, and I'll let you hold them for about a month or 2. That's what the fuck I do. All right? So children, stay your ass up out of here. Do not be coming up in here. Mind your fucking business. All right? Palmville, hey, Shambhala, yeah, I think it might be real. But y'all know that Yoda is based on a so-called demon, a jinn, right? All right, I just want to make sure I know that. So, like, stuff like that, that's great questions. Google, especially Wikipedia, is going to give you a synopsis. It is far from the truth. Okay, that's like Shangri-La too. Shangri-La is a place here. It's Shangri-La is an existence in the nothing. It is an enlightenment. It is just like Shangri-La as far as the inner earth. When you empty this out, you'll know more than you can fucking imagine. The problem is, what do you do with that knowledge? Because it's when you start seeing shit, it's hard to accept it because you have been beaten in the head for many fucking years or decades, these variables. So when you come across something, plausible deniability is what most people do. They deny because you have all this shit, mythology and fiction. Well, actually, when you live in the fucking lie, and a lot of shit that they, even though they twist it up so you can't really find out, yes, there's an inner earth, of course, but it's bigger than you can fucking imagine. Remember I said the earth, they got you believing it's a ball, right? And then they got you believing that the earth, if it was flat, it only goes down to a certain point and it's show. Let me help you out. The earth is infinite, just like it is infinite this way. Remember the game y'all used to play called Troublematic? You pop the little ball and the little thing flip around, much like the mysterious 8-ball. There's a little dome and you got this thing like a little earth. Where do you think they got that from? You think somebody figured out to pick some tin, make it like one of those steel drums, and they push down on it, like some of these things in vehicles and stuff like that, or on computer boards real small that you could break through, but there's a vibration as far as the capacity in that little fucking black thing. The same thing with that pop, 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 you know what I'm saying? And where do you think these ideas come from? You think they just came off the top of the brim? Not at all. I know it's hard to conceptualize that because they've given you so much bullshit. Where does the word NASA come from? I mean, when they got Oppenheimer and all them motherfuckers, right? It comes from that Yiddish shit, meaning asal, which means deceive or to deceive. It's not like they ain't tell you. It's not like motherfuckers didn't know. But if you instill enough fear in motherfuckers once they're broken, look, it's bigger than you can imagine, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby. Charles Johnson, what's up? What's up, beloved? Tony P, what's happening? What's up, beloved? What's cracking? Millennials Best, what's up, mama? Society's First Outcast, what's cracking? What's going on? How you doing there, beloveds? Yes, right, honey. Look at the little child. Yeah, when you see it, when you act like, hey, 13, when it's a child and they have strong convictions. There can't be no hate. Now, I don't believe in hate anyway. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I have no knowledge of it, except for what exists now. I've said it before, but that's because I know it would grab y'all. Y'all need to be mindful of this stuff. But when it's a little one, you can see that it's a young one, and I'm not saying to dismiss them, but sometimes you gotta hide them. They need to go somewhere else and stay whatever it is until they come around, and it's not the place for them. Because I'm gonna call them the little monkeys they is. AAA, what's going on, AAA Act? What's up? What's happening, beloved? What's cracking? I just want to say hi to everybody. Everything matters if you're still in here. I think you're not. Anyway. What's that? Agatha exists, but not in the earth, straight ahead beyond the sky swall. No, there's an inner earth, obviously, honey, because even under your feet, that's inner earth. You are kind of like inner earth. There's a balance. You see what I'm saying? Everything, remember I was talking about yesterday? There's a balance through everything. Everything operates on a frequency. Remember, hug a tree if you're feeling a little disruptive. The thing is, you got to allow yourself to breathe. Most of us don't know how to breathe. We just sit there. We're carbonated, so you mean to be you think you're focused when you're not getting all the messed up oxygen you can in? Listen to me. Push past the pain. You know what happens when you get enough oxygen? You get this euphoria. You feel like blood pressure because you're oxygenating something that hasn't had the proper. You've gotten used to. I was talking about before about being poisoned, like drinking and pink elephants and polka dots, if you take it away, the body has a hard time reacclimating, and some people succumb to that. Just like if a dope fiend, so they say if they take them off the dope, not everybody who's been doing it for 20 years can go towards hooking because they will die, their body will shut down because it's going through this arrhythmia and everything. The same thing with the earth. Inner earth exists. Hell, it's in you just as it's in there. You know what I mean? People that have learned to see what most of cannot accessing portals all around the world. I can't speak on portals. I'm not going to. I don't even like the word portals. They got interdimensional. They have to label everything. I'm just going to say, don't worry about it. Stargates, all that. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because yeah, your ancestors doing. First of all, y'all need to be appreciative that you're here. That means that you have ancestors that were allowed to live, survive some harrowing shit. But know this: there are a lot who have returned over and over, and they're not here no more. I think they might start realizing that there is a point when things don't keep coming. I can't say no more than that. It's a... I'm tempted not to think about it because there's a lot of shit. All right. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to learn about you. That's about it. You need to ascend. You know, ascension is finding it. And then ascending is performing it. And in doing that, when you find that, all the other things matter not. It don't matter. You don't give matter to things. Yeah, man, shit. Let's leave it for another time. All right? Okay. What was that? It was yep. Yeah. Hey, Omek, you was there. That's right. Yeah. T was here too. And fell out into the formation. Okay, he was a relative, right. I wasn't ignoring you, Chief. My phone was on solid. Okay, I hear you, bro. It's TV. Who was that? Okay. So I'm just reading everybody's, y'all. You know, I like to see everybody when they're greeting each other. I like that. So, yeah. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys, man. The youngin' got to learn their place, man. And that's why I just gave a whole lot of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they're doing. Trolls is about garbage. They want to try and shut you down. No matter who the fuck, whatever they is. So you give them the same business. I'm willing to entertain you if you're being real and specific. Most aren't. I don't care about emotions or feelings. I don't give a fuck about emotions or feelings. I don't. I just don't. So you come here with your emotions and your feelings. I'm gonna give you the fucking business. Now my thing is to bring you beyond that, but I can't take you no fucking where. You actually have to walk. You gotta find your way, but it's good to have God-ons. Like in the military, we get God-ons who got this little flag, and usually the short motherfucker with little legs, they want to kill them. So they have them run up front, God on, and to block the fucking street. Stand there, parade, fucking wrestle with the flag, and everybody march through, and then he fall back behind, and you know what I'm saying? And then when you get to the next street, that motherfucker got to haul his little short ass up, or her short ass up, stand up, block the street before you get there, because you ain't stopping marching. It's that mentality of conditioning, right? So yeah, So sometimes you gotta have people who will walk with you, but also some people that carry you forward. And I don't have time for feelings and emotions. I had too much of a fictional life of having these feelings and emotions that I don't give a flying fuck, I never have about. That's why most people act out the way they do, because the shit's not binding. It's infuriating. It creates when you're full of feelings and emotions that are you haven't been really nurtured to block shit out. The shit is detrimental, bro. I ain't talking about fucking death. I'm just talking about you never get to access who you are. It doesn't mean that you're going to change the outcome of shit. You know, the moment people start finding stuff, it is, okay, well, what you doing with it? That's why I said in the beginning, you know, your motherfuckers ain't coming together. You ain't doing shit. You make excuses, and I know you see it and you take it personal, and the frequencies, everything, you're compelled to stay in the lie and make freeing yourself irrelevant. That is not servitude. That is real enslavement. Especially if you don't know how to work it out, and you know you don't need to, or you don't want to. Some people play a game with themselves. You see it all the time. And then you get these results like people killing each other, and you know, by the narrative. And some harrowing shit, and then the cops run up in there, and you see, anybody look at the stats of how many innocent people unarmed have been killed by these fucking things that call themselves cops? Have y'all seen how many of them been arrested? How many lose their jobs in the first fucking 1 or 2 years? Doing dumb shit they think they can get away with because they know others have done it in a higher position. But the system is geared against everything and everyone. The ignorance is supreme. There's this shit that comes with the external part, and yet there are jobs performed that are a requirement because of the disease of this dilapidated world you live in. Even though the truth of the so-called world is not broken, the things on it are destroyed because y'all lack responsibility and moral identity. I don't give a fuck what costume or how long you be doing it and what you've seen. You know, I remember I had this one buddy who was on the force. He says, man, every time, man, I'm going, the body's stinking, and man, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Nigga, you put on the costume, you swore an oath to their constitution, as if it's supposed to supersede the real one, when this government don't even abide by our constitution that we created. And they got everybody believing that some fake motherfuckers created it, when there wasn't even no fucking crackers around then. That's a word that your pale-skinned relatives called y'all. They called y'all called yourselves crackers. And what was the other one? Peckerwoods. We never used that shit. That's the shit you motherfuckers created. You know what I'm saying? So, how much longer do you want to live lives, y'all? How many lives of lies? Excuse me, y'all. Like it's up to y'all. It ain't up to me. Everyone has, what I always say, everyone has a choice. Every fucking body. Right? Like I said, I got a story to tell. It can't be extracted. It can't be read in my fucking head. It can't be coerced out of me. There's a reason. It's real shit. That's why I've accepted some things. And when I say accept, that's a fucking broad fucking term too. I hate this fucking language. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Don't worry, we'll be back to read. I'm probably gonna cook a steak. I can't drink. I'm feeling half full. This shit right here with the cachaga, because you can put it in anything, right? And it's supposed to be good for your cartilage and stuff like that. And I got cinnamon in there. I probably shouldn't have put, but I have a half a cup of blueberries and one banana, right? And it's got cocoa besides the mushrooms. And this is like, I can put it in the fridge. I could drink some later. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I drink about half of it. It's some good shit. A lot of minerals. I don't take sea moss with it because it makes me nauseous. And the guys will tell you, whenever people come here, I cook, and I have real oceanside. I have real minerals and shit with cellulose, not from animal fat or pork belly for you religious motherfuckers. But and the brothers tell you, whenever we do something, I make sure that they feel good about themselves, not only on the outside, but on the inside, knowing that the factor of trust lies within the responsibility of self. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Well, anybody else? I didn't see anything. Okay. Let me see something right quick. Excuse me. Something side on. Hold on. I'm looking at something because I want to make sure. I want to see something because I told you what they're doing with the phone. The idiots. They're too stupid. So right now I got to tap on this. So make sure I got all. It says all messages, right? I put all messages to top messages. Now everything is popping up. See, they keep coming in here being fucking nosy. They're too stupid to know that their little machines don't mean shit. These motherfuckers are dumb. Ain't create shit, been lied to. They get to manipulate. That's probably the monkeys, the other monkeys. The ones that want you to believe they created you, my melanated, but they ain't create you, motherfuckers. And we respect all that which was. We have no hate of none of them either. This is the funny shit. You dig what I'm saying? This is the funny shit. That's for the story, though. Nah, we don't hate lizard things. We don't care whatever the fuck you want to be called. We don't hate we don't hate none of that shit. There's no such thing. They're just stupid. I don't give a fuck what they think, how they feel. I know how it ends. Okay, now I want to read some of y'all's on which cards. Because I couldn't see them up here. Oh, wow, this is scrolling up. You know, y'all can't hit this little motherfucker over here, man. You know, that helps the channel, y'all. What are y'all like brain dead or something? Y'all, I know some of y'all have a hard time giving up 50 cents on a dollar for some books and shit. That's why I ordered that $119 book. I ordered it yesterday. Yeah, I said, fuck you. I ordered that. And I'm not going to order the other ones. You either help donate to buy these books, and I might not read the motherfucker to you because I bought it with my cash. Your little 220 is total of what I put into the bank because you know I got to pay the fucking little different amounts. Is anywhere from 59 cents to $3.69. So I actually pay that. And then I have some shit, and I just saw the stock go down about 0.08%. So do I want to sell it? Of course not. See, this is what you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you don't mind, y'all can still help get some books, niggas. So let me shut everybody out. Make sure I got everybody. Alexandria Society. Alexandria. Health, wealth, knowledge is power. Yes, sir. Nah, I don't mind when the motherfuckers come to be the tormentor. I don't mind being the tormentor for a moment. I got it. I got you, Ganja. I figured that, man. Silent or, you know, as long as you wasn't butt dialing, bro. Yeah, he was a relative. Oh, you already know, brother. Yeah, man. Yep. I know that's right, honey. Yep. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, it sure is. Just never use it, all right? Never, stay away from that shit. Told you, I tried that shit, and that shit's like speed, man, the worst shit on earth. But I guess some of the fucking fake feds think they know everything. You don't know shit. Goofy motherfuckers. Anyway, NASA, not a space agency, never a straight answer, never actually sent anyone. Exactly. That's what it means. NASA. Not a space, goddamn right. That is see the maps beyond the ice wall. Cool. I'll show you the map again right quick. Oh, Tony P, I respect that, brother. We live on top of caverns. Surface dwellers. Oh, yep. That's yes. The honeycomb and toxin oceans to help. I remember I was showing people like this underground caverns that look like fucking forests, and then all of a sudden I was talking about it before they even started talking about it on YouTube, and motherfuckers saying, "Red, you crazy." I was like, at least there's 2 or 3. I remember when I was talking about the flesh pits, like around 2000. I think it was 2014, 15. I was like, anybody ever been to the flesh pit over there? And I was like 2017 in Texas. Niggas like, what the fuck you talking about, Red? I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all can pull it up, but when I was there, motherfuckers talking about they got this thing that's building this hotel and they want to make this big site thing, and it's like it's a living organism. And now they shut all that shit down and blocked it off and everything. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? You can astral travel. That's a good term for it, baby. Yes, ma'am. Oh, cosmic. You know, I'm not going to get into that. Because these are terms that they create dealing with a fake space. Cosmic would be your inside, like the universe, the finger of God. When you start seeing things with these are shits they made that have nothing to do with anything, probably out of a fucking petri dish. Between your ears, yeah, and within your body, which is your body, exactly. And look, man, hey, hot boy, hot bay, what's going on? Hot bay, what's going on, beloved? The new cops is bots. Oh, yeah, probably. On what? Can you tell us the artist song name of the song you always? Yeah, that's ToLU'S G. He's sometimes in here. ToLU'S G. I'll pull it up and let you see. RoboCop Sue. She be on it, don't she, bro? Yeah, thank you, Ganja. He got it. Yeah, Ganja put it right there. So yeah, he has a whole list on Spotify, and you got Max B. Max, I think, back in the grinder writing some shit. It takes time to do that, y'all. So he'll be putting out some hot shit. ToLU'S G's got a long list. He's always writing. He's got many raps he hasn't put on, but he's also on SoundCloud, and he has a YouTube channel too. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. Oh shit, the account's gone, y'all. The motherfucker with the fake account. So for those who want to check it out, I turn off my notifications. Don't come back on. This is ToLU'S G right here. That's his YouTube channel. Screenshot it. Because what bugs me out is, why is it that he only has 21 subscribers? Like, are y'all fucking broken for real? I asked y'all to subscribe to one another, and y'all go on fake accounts, and y'all join. You know, you got motherfuckers disrespecting people, and they got 245,000 followers. And it's not what you think it is. Or they got 500. I'm like, what's going on? Are y'all that lonely? Are y'all loners? Come on, y'all. Come on, ToLU'S G right there, okay? And I'm gonna look at this motherfucking periodically throughout the rest of this week and next week. And yeah, like what the fuck? The guy's banging out some motherfucking tunes, and that's all he got. No wonder he ain't putting nothing else up. I can't blame him. I'm gonna let him know that he's got 13 to 14 songs on here that y'all gonna come over there to subscribe. But I'm gonna wait until I see the number go up. All right, guy's a banger. He's writing all the time. Max V, dude, he's got a channel. All right, I don't know if Omex got one, but that's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, that's our brother. Okay, shit, he did 25 years in the fucking state pen. Don't ask me about what or who. It's just what it is. We always worry about the things that are insignificant instead of the light of we don't think about the light that we are. We always look at all the bullshit, and that's conditioning. All right. I told you about my father being a bank robber, very good with a pretty good gang, and he was locked up so many times after being, you know, he was locked up so many motherfucking times. That's why I don't pay attention to these new agents, these little young monkey motherfuckers learning secrets and shit don't mean a goddamn thing to me. I know shit. I don't know nothing. Let's keep it like that. Oh, yeah, always. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I figured I'd be on here for a little while. What the fuck? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, take this down, put it in the fridge. I'm probably going to throw me some butter and a steak on this in the iron. And let me give back a little love for sharing that. Who was that? That was... We don't have super chat because you know they robbed me of that little fucking change. That's what they were doing. That's what these fake Jew fucks do. Sienna Smith, thank you again, hon. Appreciate it. See, even with me saying that, you motherfuckers stand on some fake ass grounds like you can't even donate some change for books. This is not a game, y'all. And I do what the fuck ever I choose, but yet y'all think it's y'all. I can't believe the confliction and why it's so hard. I'm gonna read a little more about The psychic defense. There's some more stuff I looked at that might be beneficial. That's what I do. It may help some of you. I don't expect it to help everybody. We'll get into the now, but I want to remember I told you I want to read Behold the Pale Horse. I really want to dig into that and finish the last what was it, about 8, 9, 10 pages I said. Here they go. I want to finish that. All right, and and then we're gonna read because I don't want to stop that. The Heaven Bearers, because I keep it up here. I'm gonna read up here today, y'all. I'm not gonna read downstairs. Excuse me, because even though I'm wide awake and full of energy, I know that I gotta rest this back. I'm gonna pick up a bag or two of ice. You know what? I wish I had a wish list where I could say, hey, look, man, I could use that one of them big ice things. So I destroyed my other one. It was one of the original ones. And the wooden one I had built on the res, I left it. I went out there one day. Ain't nobody used the motherfucker. It unhealthy, getting fat, sloppy. This is, except for the ones who talk to me about health plans and this, that, and other. Them some wonderful Navajo brothers. Like I said, the guy who used to do the internet where I lived out on the res, he was talking. He left his family because he married a sister. He says, no, these are the original people. We're talking about a Navajo who served in the Marines for 6 years. A Navajo brother, and he said his pawpaw was mixed with half of us, and he said he was wondering why the Hopi were so defensive against them, not knowing that, yeah, y'all, people are used by this fake ass government, and nobody knows the real history. And there was other Navajo brothers who are like my age and older saying, we know who you are. I was like, God damn. But then you have these ignorant motherfuckers. I'm like, how come y'all ain't saying it? Because most people don't want to hear it. And it's not disembarking because it's not that we all didn't know each other. Yeah, people think it's always about hate because people are going to fight it. I'm doing my best to bring people together, but y'all need to be separated for a short period of time so you can acquiesce your true inner self. And I believe it may, I think, I don't know, fuck, it might be a little too fucking late. And that's when you motherfuckers usually get to running. I better get it. But if you want to lay there like a dead duck, I have no problem with that. Because I think I actually reached the 7% of motherfuckers anyway. Now, what they do with it, that determines their fucking outcome. You know? Oh, you had that book? Okay. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Be back in a few hours. We'll get it in. So I'm going to grab 2 bags of ice because I really need to soak that shit so it can, because it's quick healing. And I haven't been staying in that shit long like they're supposed to because, it can get cold, y'all. And my thing is, I like to keep my apartment around 75. And at night when I go to rest, I like it at 72. Which some people say that's cool, but heat rises. So if you got a second floor and you're not in a flat, it's always going to be warmer than downstairs. So, Anyway, appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all here in a few hours. If you're young and you come on this page, do yourself a favor. Keep your little feelings and emotions, your little chemical lobotomize self. Stay silent. Research what I'm saying. If you want to open your fucking mouth, then I'm going to fucking burn you. All right? And yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug. I don't like it. It speeds too fast. But if that's what you want, motherfucker, because most of you motherfuckers is on it, stay off it. That's to the monkey that said what he said without saying nothing else. You think about us being Bantu. Do you look like something in some fucking Star Wars thing talking about waiting for some Chewbacca's and shit like that to come along? I'm being dead ass serious. I told y'all I served with a lot of people who consider themselves South African, this, that, and other, knew that they were originally from this land. I served with Moroccans who knew that niggas aren't Masons, or they knew it's fictional. They know that they weren't Moors. And yet when I share this, don't ever ask me that. Don't ask me about the doggone. I'll share stuff when it gets to it. Don't say we. All right? If you want to be a Bantu, then be a Bantu. But most of the people of this soil are not some fucking Bantu, which is some new made up shit too. You dig what I'm saying? I know you're just asking and I'm responding. See, that was an emotion. All right, see, this is what I like to break in people. I like to get rid of that. I'm very assertive, which men are supposed to be. And that's why we don't know how to communicate no more, because most men have this effeminate disposition about them. Not saying you are, but it's the reality. This is what I do. Literally, and everybody knows that. Don't ever ask me about some out of Africa shit. Never. Now, if you want to talk about Africa, with the place you think based on the narrative they painted, which that is not some fucking Africa, we can have that conversation, beloved. But don't ever come in here and speak on shit that is meaningless. That's creating something out of nothing, to which the enemies convince everybody to do, to further entrap everybody with the spell of believing in the fake world they've created. There ain't no such thing as so fucking Bantu, just like there ain't no such thing as South Africa. There's no such thing as the UK in the way they fermented and laid it. This is not called America, and if you can't accept it, brother, there's nothing I can do, beloved. I'm not damn near 60 because I woke up one day and it's like, fell out the bed. Hey, look at me. Okay? That's that shit you hear in South America, and these fake-ass motherfuckers trying to tell somebody else's history with their fake history, not knowing who they are. If any person can come along trying to tell you your history, if they ain't speaking on the truth like the numbers are smarting to, that means that most niggas don't know the truth of history, and most of the Pelicans have misdirected them by the betrayal of other dark-skinned niggas, and that's the reason why people are all conflicted like they are. I'm about enlightenment, but I don't give a fuck about this fake world that everybody exists in. Now, if motherfuckers want to say, Africa, and they're wearing camis and we will lift Africa up again, and they want to hold that, then that means they're keeping the people marginalized further from the truth, and this is a big game. That means the eradication of a lot of life, and they're talking about keeping it to 500 million. What's really behind that? That's the kind of questions I like to hear. What's really going on? What's the intrusiveness? How do people get set like this? Child soldiers lashing out. The ones who I met who came here back in the fucking 90s, and you know what I'm saying? That's the grounds. And then those people who started to realize, wait a minute, I had a grandmama that was killed, and when these motherfucking Hutus came, whatever fuck came, and she was murdered, but she used to say we were from across the fucking water. Most people get rid of that because they're indoctrinated. Like a lot of niggas in Jamaica don't know that they're originally from the Carolinas, which is California, or they're originally from Nebraska, or they're originally from Florida, or they're originally from Jersey, or they're originally from so-called the Kakalakis, which they call North and South Carolina. But there are brothers who are there who know that because they still have pictures and documents going back through 3 generations, great relatives who are originally from this land, and they stay silent because you still have a system of a perversion, just like in Haiti and everywhere else. But you got A-Slide that goes out there with his young ass from Miami, because you know the dough, you know what I'm talking about, right? And they go around the world talking about we found some more people with African lineage. That is mislit, that is misguiding people. And when there's motherfuckers I've been all through so-called Central America, right, who say, and South America, who say, no, motherfucker, there ain't no African here, man. This Girlfino shit, they say, oh, Girlfino, they're not African. This is the world we live in, and people want to keep enticing themselves to think they're doing something based on a false ego, on a narrative of lies of history that never existed. I talk about this in all the videos damn near. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, sisters and brothers, see y'all in about 2 or 3 hours, all right? It's time to go put on the shorts. Well, let me go and grab these 2 bags of ice from the liquor store, Fred's, come back and soak this motherfucker. My body's still sore, all right? So I'll see you guys later. What is the original name of the land? I've got about 20, 30 videos where I mention, and it's not about the name of the land. Some people say, as I said, the whole world, this whole existence was Atlantis. And it was everything script prior or after Egypt. Now it's up for you to research to find out. And the lands are not what they've been showing. They've hidden a lot because they've been using that. They weaponized everything. All right, and I'm going to finish up with this. I tell you, because most people have a hard time pronouncing the sound, Athriel. Like some people say, well, Athriel. I'm like, no, Athriel. Athriel. Like people say Hawa, and they're still saying Hawa, and I keep telling them it's Hawa. It's like darkness is Zina. And you got people that stole from our language talking about Zinni and this, that, and the other, and Jenny and Jin and all. No. But if people want to hold on to that shit because they with the new stuff, then so be it. I'm not here to say, if you don't want to walk with a brother and see, then fucking stay where you're at in the darkness. I don't give a fuck. Even if it's close to. Everybody has a choice. I say this stuff over and over and over. But, excuse me. What does the earth need a name for? Like, what do you need a name for? If you think you're your name and a social security number and all that shit, then you are right where they need you. I tell you to be the sentient existence that you are, and you still perform physical outside duties instead of being eternal. I tell y'all that I'm eternally bonded to you, and then I say brother and sister, and you misconstrue the one and the two as being same when one is different from the other. Y'all don't really know what the deepness is. So proverbially, you've accepted the outer appearance instead of seeking eternal, how do you say it? Me being eternally bonded to you, instead of seeking eternal guidance, you keep looking for some fictional GPS to better assert the false narrative. I don't get that. I don't have all the answers. I'm not saying you're supposed to and you're supposed to believe me and this stuff. I'm saying, goddamn, it's simple shit. And y'all refuse to let go of the lie of the world you exist in. Wow, they did hats off again. They did a fucking great job. I'm not saying accept what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying look for it. You'll see the shit. And there's more to it. I'm not even giving you I'm just giving you some shit to walk in a different way. And people's ignorance and stubbornness, you're not free. You really are. You just don't know it. Okay? See y'all later.